Hi, I'm Kevin and welcome to Kevin Goes, where I'm going to take you on adventures around Toronto, the GTA, Canada, US, wherever I go. I want to take you on adventures you'll see through my eyes, places that I love, places that are new to me. And on this one, I'm going on the Urbane Adventure Club ride. Before we get started, just a huge shout out to Urbane Cyclist for organizing this ride. If you've never been to their shop, I highly recommend it as they sell some great things for your bike. Just to note, they did not sponsor this video. We started off the ride at Robarts Library on University of Toronto's campus. If you haven't been on this campus, it's just full of wonderful architecture. I highly suggest roaming around one afternoon. As the ride starts, we just bike down some typical and common bike lanes that you'd probably use on your regular commutes. We pass by Legislative Building, Bay Street Corridor, as well as the Village, and then we make our way up Sherbourne bike lanes up to Rosedale. And if you haven't been to Rosedale, it's one of those unique neighborhoods that seem like it was just plopped out of a suburb and just kind of placed in downtown Toronto. It's one of the oldest neighborhoods, probably one of the earliest ones as well. I don't know much about Rosedale, but it's definitely one of the most beautiful neighborhoods in Toronto. It's bound by beautiful bridges, ravines, and many historic detached homes. So unfortunately, I didn't have my action camera mount for my bike. I wasn't really intending to make a video about this, but the experience was one of the best bike rides I've had in a long while. I was with a great group of people, so if you're in search of something like that, the Urbane Adventure Club is definitely the ride you'd want to do if you're looking for new cycling pals. From the start of that trail, that ride led us to Evergreen Brickworks, one of Toronto's best reclaimed green spaces you can find. It's an old quarry and also a brickworks. And just a fun fact, many of Toronto's historic buildings have bricks that originated from this area. And this is where the ride gets kind of dicey for me. I'll show you why. Just a heads up, I'm going to play a little bit of what my bike sounded on this ride. I apologize to those that were directly behind me and in front. Sorry. And this is the bike that I used for the Adventure Club ride. Now, I kind of want to apologize for this music, but I also don't. This bike is completely over the top, it is super European, and while I'm not the most passionate cyclist I once used to be, this is probably the ultimate commuter bike I've ever had. I can leave it locked up. It also comes with this crazy bell. This bike has been so amazing to me, and I'm blown away it survived this ride. Back to the ride. This was probably the roughest part of the whole ride, and I think my bike is proof that you could just about ride any bike that you'd want. There are some really steep parts, as you're about to see, but other than that, this was a really relaxing ride. So yeah, some of us had to walk down this really steep grade. Unless you're this guy. But from there on out, it was smooth sailing along crushed limestone gravel. This part of the Down Valley I've never seen. It was so unbelievably green and lush with the new spring growth. This is just an amazing time to experience the Down Valley. And the best part about this route, you can ride this all year round. So if you missed out on this ride, I'm going to post the route in the description below. So this is my first YouTube video, and I wasn't sure what I really wanted to do, but I definitely wanted to capture a bit of what I felt like during the ride. So I'm not much of a bike rider. It's fucking hot, dehydrated. It's fun as hell though. All thanks to Owen for organizing this ride. He's way up. I'll make sure to grab something of him. God, if you haven't explored the Down Valley, like this is supreme. You can do this on just about any bike. Bits that we did Probably would want to do that on a gravel bike, but now we're on this wonderful asphalt trail. Yeah. Anyway, we're heading to Muddy York Brewery, and then we are going to go to the R.C. Harris down on the lakefront in Scarborough.
All right, so we're almost there. Yes, we are so close.
This is Owen.
So close.
He hates us all.
Don't worry, there's just a little more uphill. Just around the corner.
Everything's easy after this.
Yes.
Right.
All right.
As I said previously, I failed to bring my action camera mount, so I ended up missing going up a large incline, as well as some of the more car-centric portions of the route. But we made it. We made it to Muddy York Brewery. This was my first time here, so I didn't really know what to expect, but they definitely had a great patio, some great beer, but I'm not much of a drinker, so I opted for the sparkling water as it was a really hot day. It also meant that I could pop up my drone real quick. Enjoy the view. After a quick stop, we hop back on our bikes and straight down Woodbine. And if you've never been here before in the summer, Lake Ontario is one of the best places you can be. Sadly, the paved path does end. However, the beauty doesn't stop there. You're greeted by amazing mansions and homes, as well as other beachfront property. And before you know it, you are at the R.C. Harris. And some people don't know this. It's actually a functioning water treatment plant. Despite its age, it's still providing about 30% of the water in Toronto. The Urbane Adventure Club ride isn't just about going for a ride. It's all about getting together with friends, new and old. And for this particular edition of the ride, many of us haven't been to the R.C. Harris before. And for people like me, I haven't seen some of the parts of the Don Valley that the ride took us through. This was also a great reminder that it's not always about the destination, but the journey, especially if that's journey involved with great friends. So if you're someone that's new to Toronto or just visiting, and you happen to be able to take one of these rides, I highly recommend it. And if you show up solo, the Urbane crew will make sure that you're warmly welcomed. And I could totally keep talking, but you know what? Enjoy some of the scenes of the R.C. Harris water treatment plant. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see where else Kevin goes, subscribe for more.